Well, the kids are heading back to school. That means you'll start getting those birthday party invitations very, very soon.
Yeah, definitely. The calendar will start to fill up. But what about adult parties? Those, there's a little bit more etiquette that you have to pay attention to. Kid parties are pretty lax, but luckily we have our etiquette expert with us today. Please welcome back Kay Simonetta. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So we're talking about adult parties and the etiquette. There's a lot of like hidden etiquette, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So let's start off right off the bat with the invitation.
Okay.
Because those Evites used to be kind of like, oh, she did an Evite. Now it's kind of very accepted. Is it?
Yeah,
is it more accepted
now? It
now?
really kind of is. I think hopefully we're not doing away completely with the mailed invitations because they are very special. And I think that's where you make the differentiation between whether to send an Evite or a paperless post or whether you're going to send a paper invitation. If it's something where someone's being honored, a wedding, a birthday party, an anniversary party, whatever, you really, I think, want to stick to the paper invitation because it just makes it a little bit more important and a little more special. And I think you need to ask yourself, how special do I want this party to be? And if the answer is pretty special, you send a paper invitation. Otherwise, Evites are great for class reunions or soccer parties or bunco group or whatever. Then it's perfectly acceptable, and a lot of times it's easier on the hostess that way.
That makes sense, and it makes it more formal, basically, what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like that.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question that I always have. When you walk into a house, let's say they're having a party, and you're not sure to take your shoes on or off, what's the protocol? Like, what do you do? What's the right thing to do?
Well, I think, as we were talking earlier, if you see a pile of shoes at the front door or a basket, that's a good sign that people want you to take your shoes off. I don't really think about this too much. I don't see it too much with people my age, but I think younger couples want to keep the dirt off the floor because they have children crawling around, and there's the health issue and the clean issue and all of that kind of stuff.
All right, so I'm going to throw a curveball here. All right, so what if you have flip-flops on? So that you'll be barefoot. Which is better? To walk around in your sandals, or at that point do you ask the host?
Well, if you see flip-flops at the door, you know people are taking off their flip-flops too. But if not, then I think you ask the host. And also, if you are one of those people who really just does not want any shoes in your home, and there are, some people are a little more lax about it, but others really just are taking care of floors or whatever it happens to be. If you're going to invite people to a party, you need to kind of let them know. So, maybe at the bottom of the Evite or the invitation, you say, we are a shoes off home. Please leave your shoes at the door. We'll give you some slippers when you get in the house. Or
that would be
something.
lovely to get little pedicure shoes. That would be great. So in this day and age of social media, you're at someone's house. It's not your party. Can you post the pictures online while you're there or even after the fact?
That's a tough one too. I think it depends on the party. I think if it's a really large party, well, first of all, if you're at a party, let's enjoy the party and not worry about taking the pictures and posting them too. So I think that's probably the first rule, is let's make sure we're enjoying it. If it's a wedding, I don't think I would post until after the wedding was over, and then just wait to see if the bride or somebody in the bridal party has posted pictures. If it's the soccer party, it's probably okay. A good rule of thumb is if there is a hostess, go ahead and ask them, is it okay to post this? Because they may not have invited everybody, so if you've invited 12 people to a dinner party and there were 4 more that you really wanted to invite but didn't have the space, that can hurt some feelings. So you want to make sure that it's really about considering other people's feelings and making sure that everybody's comfortable.
And I see that with a formal event like a wedding. You don't want to start posting everything out there. And then real quick, the last one, if you bring a bottle of wine, should the host serve that bottle of wine or not?
It depends. If you're taking the bottle of wine as a gift, a hostess gift or whatever, just for them, they do not have to open it. But if they have asked you to bring a bottle of wine, then generally they will. And if it's a really nice bottle that you're taking, I would call and say, hey, I've got this nice bottle of Rothschild 86 that I wanted to bring and share with friends. Is that okay, or should I save that for another time? Because you don't want to give that bottle away and not be able to taste it.
Right. So, I have no idea what that
I don't either.
is.
I just made that
like,
up.
It sounds
But you don't want
expensive.
them to say, oh, how nice. And then they chuck it and give you the cheap stuff.
The $8 stuff. Yeah, right. So
we have so many more questions, and you might too. So we want to send you over to our website. That's where we will give you all of the information to find Kay, and she can answer your etiquette questions. So go to rivercitylivetv.com and click on the As Seen on RCL tab. It is always informative and a pleasure, Kay. Thank you so much. All right, more to come.